According to the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, FDIC, there were a total of 565 bank failures in the U.S. between January 2000 and March 2023. However, it's important to note that the number of bank failures has declined significantly in recent years. In early 2023, only 2 banks failed in the U.S., which is a significant decrease from the peak of the financial crisis in 2009 when there were 140 bank failures. Banks are an essential component of the financial system, providing essential services such as lending, investing, and safeguarding people's savings. However, banks are not immune to risks and failures. Throughout the history of the U.S. economy, many banks have collapsed, causing significant economic disruption, loss of wealth, and hardship for many Americans. In this video, we will explore the causes of bank collapses in the U.S. and the measures investors can take to protect their investments from such events. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the Marvin Maxton community, your ultimate destination for finance, business, and industry news and insights. We're so glad to have you with us once again. Here, we share knowledge to help everyone improve themselves. If you haven't subscribed yet, you are not taking advantage of the benefits. We believe in the power of innovation, integrity, and infinite possibilities, and our mission is to help you stay ahead of the curve. Our videos cover a wide range of topics, from finance tips and industry insights to business strategies and best practices, providing you with actionable information that is relevant to your career, business, and life. At Marvin Maxton, we are committed to creating a community to empower people with the knowledge and tools you need to succeed in your chosen field, and we are dedicated to maintaining the highest standards of professionalism and accuracy. Thank you for choosing Marvin Maxton as your trusted source for finance, business, and industry news and insights. Join us on our journey towards success and discover the infinite possibilities that lie ahead. Now let's dive in. In recent years, starting in 2020, several notable bank failures have occurred in the United States. These include Erickson State Bank in Nebraska, which was acquired by Farmers and Merchants Bank on February 14, 2020, the First State Bank in West Virginia, which was acquired by MVB Bank on April 3, 2020, First City Bank of Florida, which was acquired by United Fidelity Bank on October 16, 2020, and Alameda State Bank in Kansas, which was acquired by Equity Bank on October 23, 2020. Additionally, more recently, Silicon Valley Bank in California was closed on March 10, 2023, with its operations taken over by Silicon Valley Bank, National Association. Finally, Signature Bank in New York was closed on March 12, 2023, with its operations taken over by Signature Bridge Bank, National Association. In early 2023, Silicon Valley Bank's collapse was due in large part to its investment strategy, which focused heavily on treasury and mortgage bonds. When interest rates rose, the bank's portfolio lost significant value, leading to a decline in investor confidence. As a result, some large depositors urged others to withdraw their funds, creating a run on the bank. Many of the bank's depositors were founders of tech startups and companies. This sudden withdrawal of funds created liquidity issues for Silicon Valley Bank, leading to insolvency. The California Department of Financial Protection and Innovation subsequently closed the bank. Similarly, Signature Bank also suffered from a high percentage of uninsured deposits. As depositors began withdrawing their funds, regulators made the decision to shut down the bank just 2 days after the closure of Silicon Valley Bank. Recessions can contribute to bank collapses in the U.S. by creating a difficult economic environment for banks to operate in. During a recession, many individuals and businesses may default on their loans, reducing the value of banks' loan portfolios and impairing their ability to generate profits. Additionally, declines in the value of assets such as real estate can lead to losses for banks that have significant exposure to these markets. Moreover, recessions can cause a decline in investor confidence, leading to a run on banks by depositors seeking to withdraw their funds. This can lead to liquidity issues for banks, making it difficult for them to meet their financial obligations and forcing them into insolvency. The Great Recession of 2008 is a prime example of how recessions can lead to bank collapses. During this period, many banks suffered significant losses due to their exposure to the subprime mortgage market, which was at the heart of the financial crisis. As a result, several major banks failed or required government bailouts to avoid failure, such as Lehman Brothers, Bear Stearns, and AIG. In summary, recessions can create a challenging environment for banks, leading to loan defaults, asset losses, and liquidity issues, which can ultimately contribute to bank collapses. Since the year 2000, the United States has experienced two major recessions. The Great Recession, December 2007 to June 2009, this was the most severe recession since the Great Depression of the 1930s. It was triggered by the collapse of the housing market and the subprime mortgage industry, which led to a financial crisis and a credit crunch. The recession caused significant job losses, a decline in GDP, and a drop in the stock market. COVID-19 pandemic recession, February 2020 to April 2020, this was a short-lived recession caused by the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, which led to widespread business closures and a sharp decline in economic activity. The recession lasted for only 2 months, but it caused significant job losses and a decline in GDP. While there have not been any other official recessions since the COVID-19 pandemic recession, there have been periods of economic slowdown and uncertainty, such as the economic fallout from the pandemic and the subsequent recovery efforts. However, these events have not met the technical definition of a recession, which requires 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth. Causes of bank collapses in the U.S. There are various causes of bank collapses in the U.S., including the following. 1. Economic downturns. Economic downturns can lead to a decline in the value of bank assets, making it challenging for banks to repay their debts. Economic recessions, such as the Great Depression of the 1930s and the Great Recession of 2008, have been responsible for many bank collapses. 2. Mismanagement. Mismanagement of bank operations, such as making risky loans or investing in speculative ventures, can lead to bank collapses. Banks that engage in excessive lending, especially to borrowers who do not have the means to repay their debts, are at risk of failure. 3. Fraud. Fraudulent activities such as embezzlement, money laundering, and accounting irregularities can lead to bank collapses. These activities undermine investor confidence and erode the bank's financial stability. Regulatory failure. 5. Regulatory failure can contribute to bank collapses. Poor regulation, lack of oversight, or weak enforcement of regulations can lead to systemic risks in the financial system, making it challenging to prevent bank failures. Measures to protect investments from bank collapses. Investors can take various measures to protect their investments from bank collapses, including the following. 1. Diversification. Diversification is an essential strategy for protecting investments from bank collapses. Investors can spread their investments across different asset classes, such as stocks, bonds, and real estate, to reduce their exposure to the risks of a single bank failure. 2. Asset allocation. Asset allocation involves dividing investments among different asset classes based on an investor's risk tolerance, investment goals, and time horizon. Asset allocation can help investors minimize the impact of a bank collapse on their overall portfolio. 3. Research. Investors should research the banks in which they invest. They should consider factors such as the bank's financial health, credit rating, and regulatory compliance before investing. Additionally, investors should review the bank's financial reports and regulatory filings to understand its financial position and risk exposure. Diversify accounts. 4. Investors should consider diversifying their bank accounts by opening accounts with multiple banks. This strategy can help investors spread their funds across different institutions, reducing the risk of losing their savings in the event of a bank collapse. Insurance. 5. Investors can also protect their investments by purchasing insurance, such as deposit insurance or investment insurance. Deposit insurance protects bank depositors in the event of a bank failure, while investment insurance protects investors from losses due to fraud or mismanagement. Have you ever wondered who can keep a cool head when everyone else is panicking with fear? Those who are well equipped with the knowledge and wisdom to make the right decisions are the ones who can stay calm in the face of uncertainty. So, if you want to be prepared and make the right moves during times of crisis, having sufficient knowledge and wisdom is absolutely essential. To assist you with your preparation, we have compiled a list of 10 highly recommended books that can help you gain a better understanding of bank collapses, recessions, and financial preparation during periods of economic downturn. These books cover a range of topics related to bank collapses, recessions, and financial preparation, including the causes and effects of economic downturns, the role of government and central banks in financial crises, and strategies for protecting and growing wealth during turbulent times. The link for each book can be found in the video description. 1. The Big Short. Inside the Doomsday Machine by Michael Lewis. This book follows a group of investors who predicted and profited from the subprime mortgage crisis that led to the 2008 financial crisis. 2. The End of Alchemy, Money, Banking, and the Future of the Global Economy by Mervyn King. Former Bank of England Governor Mervyn King discusses the need for radical changes in the banking system to prevent future financial crises. 3. Too Big to Fail, the inside story of how Wall Street and Washington fought to save the financial system and themselves by Andrew Ross Sorkin. This book provides an inside look at the events leading up to the 2008 financial crisis and the government's efforts to prevent a complete collapse of the financial system. 4. The Great Depression, a diary by Benjamin Roth. This book is a personal account of the Great Depression by lawyer and investor Benjamin Roth, who recorded his experiences and observations in a diary from 1930 to 1941. 5. The Black Swan, The Impact of the Highly Improbable by Nassim Nicholas Taleb. This book explores the role of rare and unpredictable events in shaping history and the economy, including financial crises. 6. Aftershock, Protect Yourself and Profit in the Next Global Financial Meltdown by David Wiedemer, Robert A. Wiedemer, and Cindy Spitzer. This book predicts a coming economic crisis and provides advice on how individuals and investors can protect themselves and even profit during the downturn. 7. The Creature from Jekyll Island, a second look at the Federal Reserve by G. Edward Griffin. This book provides a critical look at the Federal Reserve and argues that it has played a significant role in causing economic instability and financial crises. 8. The Age of Deleveraging, Investment Strategies for a Decade of Slow Growth and Deflation by A. Gary Shilling. This book provides advice on how to navigate the current economic climate, which the author argues will be marked by slow growth and deflation. 9. The Alchemists, 3 Central Bankers and a World on Fire by Neil Irwin. This book explores the role of 3 central bankers, Ben Bernanke, Mervyn King, and Jean-Claude Trichet, in responding to the 2008 financial crisis. 10. The Intelligent Investor, the definitive book on value investing by Benjamin Graham. This classic book provides advice on how to invest wisely, including during periods of economic uncertainty, through a focus on value investing principles. Reading books about finance, economics, and history can be incredibly beneficial for individuals looking to gain knowledge and prepare themselves for chaotic times, such as economic downturns. These books offer insights into past financial crises and the factors that contributed to them, as well as strategies for protecting and growing wealth in difficult times. By reading widely on these topics, individuals can gain a deeper understanding of the forces at play in the economy and financial markets, which can help them make more informed decisions about their own investments and financial plans. Additionally, reading books on finance and economics can help individuals become more financially literate, which is an important skill for navigating the complex and ever-changing world of finance. Overall, reading books on these topics can be a valuable tool for anyone looking to improve their financial knowledge and preparation for the future. The United States has experienced numerous economic downturns, recessions, and bank collapses throughout its history, with devastating consequences for individuals and communities alike. Bank collapses are a reality in the U.S. financial system, and investors need to understand the risks involved and take appropriate measures to protect their investments. The causes of bank collapses are varied and can include economic downturns, mismanagement, fraud, and regulatory failure. However, it is important to remember that these events are not inevitable and that steps can be taken to mitigate their impact. By learning from the past and taking a proactive approach to financial planning and investment, individuals can better protect themselves and their assets in times of economic turmoil. Investors can protect themselves by diversifying their investments, researching the banks in which they invest, diversifying their accounts, and purchasing insurance. By taking these steps, investors can mitigate the risks of bank collapses and safeguard their wealth. Moreover, the resilience and innovation of the American economy have been demonstrated time and time again, and there is reason to believe that the country will continue to adapt and thrive in the face of future challenges. With careful planning and a positive outlook, individuals can weather the storms of economic downturns and emerge stronger on the other side. We appreciate you taking the time to be here with us today. As a viewer of our videos, we understand that you are someone who values knowledge and learning. Therefore, we have carefully curated a selection of videos that we believe will pique your interest and offer valuable insights for you to explore further. And hey, if you found this video helpful, we would really appreciate it if you could give it a like. By doing so, you'll not only be showing support for the content creator, but also helping others who are in need of this information to discover and benefit from this video as well. Don't forget to subscribe so that you never miss out on our latest videos. As always, we value your opinion and invite you to share your thoughts with us in the comments section below. Let's keep the conversation going.